Welcome back to the KiteFoil World Series 2021, Act number 2 here in Austria on the Traunsee. We're about to start race number 4. Race number 3 was won by Frenchman Théo de Ramacourt, followed by his French compatriot Axel Mazella. Dennis Taradin, who was actually doing really well in the first 2 races, had a bit of bad luck crashing just at the weather mark on the second leg. He will be trying to get back up to the top 3. The wind is still fairly consistent, 10 to 11 knots around the course on average. We are about 2 minutes away from the start. The riders are on big kites, 21 meter, 18 meter kites. It's varying throughout the fleet a little bit. The leaders are deciding to stay on their 18 meter kites. Theo is on an 18 meter kite, Axel Mazello is on 19. Then Estaradin is also on a 19 meter kite. The wind is getting a bit more gusty up near the weather mark. They have to be a bit more careful. Dennis Taradin got caught out by a little bit less wind up at the weather mark, and in the tight conditions he did crash, which cost him his 3rd place at the time. We will be starting race number 4 in about a minute. We'll see you back after a message from our sponsors.
Keeps me high, just to know I can lean on you. I'm holding on my side, you're in a magazine, speaking of my flying side, and you're having a side.
Welcome back to race number 4 of the 2021 KiteFoil World Series here in Austria on the Traunsee. We've got about a minute to the start. Drone is in the air. Now let's see. Frenchman Axel Mazella being fairly consistent. He is currently in the lead. But following him we have a bunch of good riders. Dennis Taradin from Russia, Connor Bainbridge from the UK. The other Frenchman, Théo de Ramacourt, who had an amazing race in race number 3, getting a bullet on that. And then local hero Florian Gruber also doing well. I'm Gunnar Binyash and I'll be commentating this race. Let's see what's going to happen. And we're off. So far, everything's clean. Everybody's across clean. No tangles, no over earlies. Théo de Ramacourt has decided to go quite high up on the fleet this time, together with his teammate Florian Gruber and Martin Dolench. Dennis Taradin opting for a bit more speed, slightly lower down on the fleet. We have a Flymax, also quite far out front. And Connor Bainbridge on his grey F1 kite, also up there in the leading pack. We have 2 or 3 of the riders who have split off and are heading to the right. It didn't work out in the last 2 races. So far it's always been better to stay on the left side of the course. It's a bit more windy up there. And you're getting a bit of more lift off that headland where the wind is squeezing through that shallow part here in the lake. The leading pack is still staying on starboard. Axel Mazel. Oh! Axel's got a bit of a butt check. He was leading. That's cost him. He's been overtaken by fly surfer. Connor has gone for his tack. Axel's tacked, but looking like in the lead. Theo de Ramacour is in the lead at the moment, but it's only a little bit. Axel, that butt check cost him the lead, is in third place at the moment. Florian Gruber, looking like he's in second place. That's good. It is super tight. Dennis Taradin also up in that leading pack. They are, however, going to need to tack and get across the fleet that's following them. Theo going first tack. Clean. Axel tacked. Florian's tacked. Having to pump a little bit. Dennis dropping 2 places. Close behind Dennis is Martin Dolench. So, around the mark, Theo, Axel, and Florian Gruber. Followed by Connor Bainbridge. Theo going for an early jibe. Florian's jibed. Axel's gone a bit farther, jibed. Didn't get around too clean. Connor jibing just now. And Dennis. All right, Theo de Ramacourt, pretty good lead. Battle for second place, Axel Mazella and Florian Gruber. But right behind Florian, we've got Dennis Taradin from Russia closing. And also, just behind Axel Mazella, a little bit lower down, we've got Connor Bainbridge, looking like he's in 4th or 5th place. So the battle for second and third place, for actually second, third, and fourth, is pretty close. But Theo de Ramacour is having another great race. He's got a good lead. Theo de Ramacour, who actually won the World Series event in Gran Canaria last year. Bit inconsistent in Jitsuria, but it looks like he's having a great race. The last 2 races, he's had a good, comfortable lead. Will he keep on? But Axel Mazella, just behind him now, jibing. And right behind them, Florian Gruber. Around the bottom mark. Theo, Axel, Dennis. Dennis, again, crashing out. Followed by Connor Bainbridge and Florian Gruber. Now, Connor has gotten ahead of Florian Gruber. Dennis crashing out, but he's still in it. But he has lost a good 50 meters on Axel and Theo. Connor is looking like he's also on an advantage over Dennis. But Dennis, if you know one thing about him, he does not give up. He's going to keep pushing. So, at the moment, Theo de Ramacour from France, Axel Mazella from France on the white ozone, followed by Connor Bainbridge, Dennis Taradin, and Florian Gruber. We will see after this tack how the fleet has sorted itself out, but I would hazard a guess that Connor Bainbridge is ahead of Dennis Taradin in third place. Dennis actually might fall 2 more places down because Florian and Martin Dolench are also quite high up on that fleet, and they're getting a bit of a lift at the moment. You can see that they're actually getting a bit more angle all of a sudden. Axel going first tack, Theo going first tack to cover him. But let's see what's happened with Florian and Martin. They actually got a bit of a lift just now. No, but it wasn't enough. So let's see. We've got very close now between the 2 Frenchmen, Theo and Axel. Axel looks like he's got a slight advantage, but it's not a lot. Theo right behind him. Theo's got a good second or 2 on him upwind. And right behind him, that battle for third place is super tight. We've got Florian Gruber, Martin Dolench, Connor Bainbridge, and Dennis Taradin, all with a chance of that third place. The leaders are tacking. It's almost as if they're synchronized. It is super close. Who's going to get around that mark first? It looks like it's going to be Theo. Whew. Theo's around. Axel's around. Not even a second between them. And third now, Dennis Taradin has managed to get ahead. Nice. He's in third place. He'll be happy with that. Followed by the fly surfer of Florian Gruber, and behind him Martin Dolench and Connor Bainbridge. Axel Mazella and Theo out up front. Axel slightly ahead, but only slightly. It is super close. These two are amazing competitors. Axel, a lot of experience. Theo de Ramacour, he's been doing amazingly well this last year. Both of these riders extremely fast, extremely clean, extremely confident. We're going to have to see after this jibe. But it looks like Axel Mazella is going for another bullet if he can keep this lead ahead of Theo. But that means he has to get a clean jibe. The battle for third place, Dennis Taradin, leading slightly ahead of Florian Gruber and Martin Dolench, but Connor Bainbridge isn't there also. That's going to be a good fight. Axel going for a jibe. Axel has lead. Oh, not clean, not clean. He has faltered. But Theo also has they caught a bit of a gust or something there. Both kites collapsing. But Axel making a small mistake, which cost him big time. He's given the lead back to Theo de Ramacour. That is unfortunate. He will not be happy with that. Theo going for his jibe around the mark. Clean. A little bit of a fist pump there while he's adjusting his kite. Axel in second, and it looks like Dennis Taradin has managed to hold on to his third place. Great racing from the Russian. Coming from behind, he was in about sixth place. There we go. Theo de Ramacour wins race number 4, followed by his French teammate Axel Mazella in second place. Russia's Dennis Taradin in third place. Fourth place, Connor Bainbridge, followed by Martin Dolench, and then Florian Gruber. We're going in for a bit of a break now, letting the riders rest up. Join us for race number 5 of the 2021 KiteFoil World Series. This was Gunnar Binyash. Thanks for watching. Remember to give us some comments below. Tell us what you thought about the commentary. Tell us who you think is going to win the event. See you in race number 5. Thanks for watching.